Today we're going to learn a new strategy of multiplying using the distributive method of multiplication. Okay? So here's how it works. We take a number like, 76 times 8. Now, you know how to do that. We've worked on this tons, so you're comfortable with it. But this is a new way. What we do is we take this 7 and multiply it by 8, and then we take this 6 and multiply it by 8. So help me out. This 7 isn't just worth 7. It's worth what? 70. So we have 70 times 8, which is 560. And then we have 6 times 8, and those are both just in the 10s, so, or in the 1. So 6 times 8 is, oops. Now I need to make sure when I add these up that I put them in the right column. So I have 8, 10, that's it. That's how it works. That's all we're learning. Now, keep in mind, it gets a little bit harder. So let's just say, let's try this one. So we're going to take the 9 times the 4, the 1 times the 4, and the 6 times the 4. But those aren't just ones. 9 is worth what? Brendan, I need your eyes and ears up here. Is what? Good work. 1 is worth 10. So 10 times the 4 is worth. Now, can I put that right here? No. I will guarantee that though you guys will easily pick up this concept, the problem that you guys are going to have is that you won't line things up correctly. And finally, 6 times 4, thank you, is 24. Now we can add these up and get 4. Piece of cake, right? Yeah. Okay, now it does get a tad bit harder, just a tad, not much, when we're talking about double digits by double digits. Okay? Now, we can start with this and we can multiply it by this and we can multiply it by this. But then we have to go to our 5. Multiply it by this, multiply it by this. So we're going to have 4 numbers to add together. Help me out with this. Let's start with the 7. 7 is worth 70 times 3 is not just worth 3, it's worth 30. Okay. Good job. 2,100. Thank you. 2,100. Now let's go back. The 7 again is worth 70 times just 6. Yeah. Aaron. 420. I'm going to make sure I line it up correctly. Now I'm going to go here. What is the 5 worth? Just 5. 5 times, what's the 3 worth? Thank you. Is 150. And finally, the 5 times, how much is the 6 worth? Just 6. 5 times 6 equals 30. Okay, now we can add all these up. Now, do you wish that you would have learned this before we did double? Do you like this better? Would any of you do it this way? Oh, how many of you have ever learned the lattice method of multiplying? Are you, any of you in my RTI group? You know the lattice method. You know the lattice method, you guys. I'll show that to you sometime, not today. All right, now, good news and bad news. No iPads today because Blonde Mrs. Wajer didn't plug them in on Friday when we left, so we don't have them available. So you guys are going to do our very few practice problems that we do have time for today in our shortened class period. You're going to use 1 page out of your math journal. So please open that up. I don't care if it's a pen or a pencil, but I urge you to use a pencil at least for the first one in case you need to erase. And I would like everybody to start with this problem. Everybody can begin with this problem. Go ahead, Alexis. What's 7 worth, Eileen? What's the 7 worth? What is the 7 worth? 7 what? Nope, it's not worth 70. It's the third spot. What is that worth? What place is that? Look up here if you don't know. Do you know how to say that number? Do you know how to say that number? Pardon? Do you know how to say those 3 digits together? Do you know how to say that? Say it again. So what is the 7 worth? 7 what? Yes. Yes. Okay. I know some of you aren't done, and that's perfectly fine. I want those of you who aren't to keep working. Natasha, will you please share with me what you did? I need you to speak a little faster and a little bit louder, okay? This is your chance here. Go ahead. Look at your paper, Sweet Pea. Tell me what you wrote down. That's what I'm asking you. Good work. Then? And your final answer? Good work, Natasha. Check your work with Natasha's. No? Okay. Do you understand that this is 700? Do you understand that this is 40? And do you understand that this is 5? So you should be okay. That's all you need to know. 700 times the 8, 40 times the 8, 5 times the 8. Okay? Let's do another one. There you go. Use your multiplication chart if you don't know, okay? America, that is a fun skirt you have on. I really like it. It's a dress? Oh, so cute. Brennan? All right, who would like to talk me through this one? Cole. Okay. Make sure you line it up right. And? That is right. Very nice. Good job, you guys. All right, are you ready to step it up a level? Okay, next level, double digit by double digit. That means there's 4 different sets of numbers to work with. $28 times 68. So when I do this, I'm not going to tell you you have to, but I start with this way, and then I go underneath for this one. Otherwise, there's so many lines that are being connected, too many. I won't accept the traditional way on this. This is using the distributive property. This is what we have to do today. How much is the 2 worth? All right, Aaron, are you ready to help me out here? Okay. Is. Good work. Then 20 times 8, which is, whoops. Oh, goodness, I almost wrote it in the wrong spot. 160. All right, done with the 2. 8 times 60 is, and finally, all right. Okay, I got to check this out. Good work, Aaron. Very impressive. Check your work with this. See what you did wrong if you didn't end up with that answer. Was it a simple addition mistake? Did you miss one of these steps? Did you line it up wrong? Okay, let's do one more. One more before you start your assignment. Alan. $2,000, you're right. Then? Nope. Nope, we're not done with the 4s. We can't move on yet. It's just, you won't remember. We need to stick with, we need to multiply by that 40 twice before we move on. Yep. Thank you. Make sure that you line it up over here, right? Did I do it right, Alan? Okay, next comes... Nope. That is not worth 5. 7 times 50 is... And finally... is 7. This is where I put it because it's only in the ones. If you add these up, what do you get? That's the correct answer. Check yours.